Satan?
Hi. 2020?
Please, call me 2020.
I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet. You never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story.
I just don't want this year to end.
Who would?
All right. They should have to pay me royalties. Okay, guys, the commercials you just watched is everything I've been telling you, that there's a hive down in the pit, that in cells, just like a wasp nest. Ezekiel, I'm against you women who want the souls of men to make your pillows fly. I showed you there's like a doppelganger system above ground. There's an right side up you, there's an upside down you. The upside down you goes straight to its own little cell, like a doppelganger, where there's a signal that's sent out that's to that same host body. And then you have a connection that's up as well. And if you get converted, you get turned up. The upside down you gets turned up, and the two become one. And that cuts the Bluetooth to the pit, and your little evil doppelganger that's really a locust in the pit. And locusts with tails like scorpions, they're insects, and they're coming out of the pit in Revelation 9 because they have a king over them, the angel of the bottomless pit. You know what, let me fix this lighting real quick for a sec. So they have a king over them, the angel of the bottomless pit. And he is going to come out of the pit, just like the Bible says, but it's the system I've been showing you. How many times have I shown you the honeycomb at the top of the Vatican in the hallways above the altar of the dead sheep? I kept saying this is their system. They have a hive in the pit, just like the roof of the Vatican, the little honeycombs. There's your evil you, your evil demon that's attached to you your whole life from the king of the system. You have your own evil doppelganger, and they're trying to take you over by bringing you down to the pit so you don't get converted. If you die in that position, one up, one down, you go down. What do you think? Here's a scripture many people have not understood. What do you think Jesus said? The Bible says he was made a little lower than the angels. Well, because here and up is heaven. We're the angels. They're in heaven. The angels that were cast down into the system that are in the host body system, Jesus was made a little lower than the angels. He came into the system to save the angels that got carried away captive, which is us. It's a no-brainer now. Now I'm going to play that same video. Dave and I added it to a slideshow. We slowed a few things down for you. And then I'm going to go back and break it down. Then I'm going to show you the most insane thing probably I've ever seen. The Lord, by a bizarre set of circumstances, had a video play on a really old computer I have. It takes a CD disc. That's how old it is. It's an old laptop. And I found this disc from when I did a skydive with Eleuthera. Over there. I'll show you in a minute. So anyway, it's almost not even believable what's on it. It's almost not even believable. But I saw it with some friends, and we literally flipped out. It literally was the Lord showing me from beginning to end. Right there, the Lord told me to make this sign. He told me, I want you to make a sign, Next Level Roofing. He gave me the general idea for it. I told the sign guy that does the vinyl for me on cars and stuff. I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. And he's like, all right. And he sent this to me. I just want you to look at something that I had no clue it would be like this, but it's LE, a big V, like what used to be on my canopy and what's still on my canopy, V for Vengeance, LEVEL. Spell it backwards now. LEVEL, LEVEL. Same backwards and forwards. Really odd. I had no idea it was really that until after I got the sign. And I told the sign guy, this is what we have to put. We have to put a level on top. It has to say next going this way, level going this way down. And then he sent me a proof, and I was like, and then that's when the Lord showed me, this is how I want you to finish it. Next level roofing, because we're about to go to the next level, a new heavens and a new earth. I know that sounds just impossible, right? Well, let me show you a commercial right now that literally is every single thing I've told you over however many months it's been. I've been showing you all this. It's just like, here we go. Make 2020 your year. It goes up in smoke. Okay, let's see. Let me do this. We'll play the whole thing over again, but I want you to watch it in a little bit different light. So here we go. Ready? Here we go. Let me drop my picture out. Here we go.
Satan?
Hi. 2020?
Please, call me 2020.
Romeo, save me. I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet. You never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, hoping out a white dress. It's a love story.
I just don't want this year to end.
Who would?
All right. So, yeah. So let's do this. Let's go through that commercial. Here's the thing. I'm just going to break down the commercial real quick, let you guys see it, let it gel for a while. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you in the next video how the Lord showed me from beginning to end of just my own ministry, from calling me to wrapping it up. So I'll just show you what he showed me. You do what you want with it. I already know. So here we go. Here we go. Let's break down the commercial. So let's start here. Let me see. Okay, match made in hell. Okay, I'm going to kick off one of those. Here we go. So we'll go step by step. I think it'd be smart to get the virtual tour open of the Vatican. Hang on one sec. Okay, so the Vatican is what? Built in the image of the serpent. And a bunch of people meet inside of a serpent to worship Lucifer because they sing to Lucifer. Showed it to you in the last several videos. They sing to Lucifer, worship Lucifer for dawning his own creation because you're in his little prison called the earth. That was the big thing. There is the Vatican. This is it. It's a serpent wearing a crown. I'm going to show you every image. It'll take 1 minute less. So from behind the serpent's head, from the opposite direction, I'm going to show you this because we're going into the complex itself from this direction. So I want you to see it from this direction. There's the serpent's head and the tongue, which is the sidewalk. Now let's go in. There's the serpent's head right here. There's the sidewalk. That's the tongue. Again, that's weird. Here we go. So if I was to drag this in here and shove it in here, there you go. There's the serpent's head. That's the tongue right there. See it? So I'm lining it up, making it super easy for you. Okay, here we go. Now, let's go ahead and drop in right here, right at the mouth of which is the female reproductive system right here. I'm going to be very dogmatic about that. Neither shall you touch it lest you die. Okay, now we're going up and you can see all over is the beehive, the whole thing. So down the hallways, beehive, down above the altar, beehive. So you have your beehive right above the altar, right above the altar of the dead sheep. And then I'll move it over just a bit. There you go. So you have the hive above it because in each one of those little honeycombs right here, and I'll stretch it. And each one see where the light is the light. That's why they have a recessed light set in one of those. So within the little honeycomb is a human soul that's trapped, that's attached from the pit to a host body that has a right side up you and upside down you. Let me show you some I got in the mail. Someone sent me this. It's called Feisty Pets. So you see, just like what you're looking at on your screen, you have one of these cells, just like I'm showing you right there, Feisty Pets, and it's a little pet. It looks real nice, but it has its own evil doppelganger. Now watch, I'll squeeze the pet's face. So you squeeze its face, and it turns to that. And see, it has its own little doppelganger, but see, if the Lord showed me their whole system. So I understand that I'm the person that the Lord would reveal the whole system to over the course of my ministry. So anyway, so here it is. There's the light trapped in there in the honeycomb, and that's represents you, the light being trapped, just like what's coming through above the sheep, what's coming through the light. The light is coming through right above the sheep. So, and we're the shining ones, which is what Elohim means. Okay, now that's another word for Elohim, by the way, shining ones. Okay, now let's go to the commercial again. Okay, let me enlarge it. Let me enlarge this. Walk this all the way back to. Let's see what's on the floor here. Okay, y'all ready to flip out? I told you the largest altar in the world is a dead sheep. I showed you. I don't mean like I'm scolding you. I'm just like, I told you so. This is no joke. So look at the floor right here. What do you see? See the little cell circle here? Well, what's in it? The head of a sheep. The head of a sheep. The entire floor. Look right here. Follow my cursor. Look right here. See the head of the sheep? Head of the sheep, head of the sheep, head of the sheep, head of the sheep. So every one of those, just like a hive, has the head of a sheep in it. Let's pause it. Okay, so what's in the Vatican? What's inside the serpent? Oh, that's really strange. Okay, very strange. Some part got written over. Okay, well, I'm not going to go back to it. I'll just stick with the next thing that's coming is the insect. The whole entire altar is a big bug harvesting semen from what looks like the chair, which is really a penis going into the mouth of a bug right here. There's the penis. It's going right into the mouth of the bug. That's why I'm sliding the bug over and showing it to you. And then I'll go like this, and I'll just kind of go like that. So this is the serpent race worshiping their king, because they have this above ground race that is completely, their race is completely cloaked from your sight. You can't see them, but Jesus said you'll know every tree by its fruit. And so watch. Now let's go back to the commercial. So there's sheep in all these cells, just like a hive. Okay, did y'all hear that scream right there? Let me see if I can get it back there. Listen for the scream. Right there, that scream. Okay, I'm gonna show you something at the end of this video that you will not believe. This proves what I'm going to show you. It proves they're all around you. This is what gang stalking is. People have wanted to know what gang stalking is. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. It's the all-seeing eye everywhere you go, and he's connecting because you're like waking up. It's kind of like a police force of the hive that sees you waking up, and they try and get all over you. They don't want anyone to wake up. It's like insects all around you. Now watch. So he gets a cell phone. I'm going to slow it down for this. I'm going to get the playback speed here. So I'm going to do the playback speed. Go to super slow. I'll try and knock out the volume here just a sec. Let me do this so the volume's knocked down. Otherwise it'll be super annoying. Okay, so now he's getting a text message. Okay, here we go. You're a match. Oh, wow, wait a minute. You're a match, and watch him switch places because he's coming up out of the pit for his date. Now watch, just watch. You're a match. St. Peter's throne and altar, you're a match. You're a match. There you go. I'm putting it right next to what's on your screen. You're a match. There you go. You're a match. What's a match? His date. Okay, that's pretty impossible. Here we go. You're a match. And watch him switch sides. The feelings are mutual, so what are you waiting for? Okay, I'm just going to say it plainly. That is the other race of beings. That is their leader doing a commercial, letting you know they're coming. Right there. They are telling you right in front of you, it's a match. They're coming. They're about ready to come out of the pit. What? What? Well, what's coming out of the pit? Well, he's going to go see the above ground host body that's been doing all the work for him. Okay, now let me see here real quick. Let me change this real quick. Okay, we'll go back. Normal speed. Let's go. So he's excited. He's going to go meet her. Now, do y'all remember the Arch of Titus? The Arch of Titus. There was another arch that was modeled after the Arch of Titus, which was built in commemoration of Titus destroying the temple in Jerusalem. And it's called the apotheosis of Titus on the ceiling of the arch. It's also a hive. The Twin Towers were burned right under an identical arch. It was modeled after the Arch of Titus, which was to celebrate the destruction of Jerusalem and the temple. Oh, remember what happened on 9/11? 9/11, the Twin Towers were bombed right underneath the Arch of Washington, which was modeled after the Arch of Titus. And you could watch the Twin Towers burn right under the arch. Let me show you what's on this arch. She says Satan, and then she takes her umbrella and she turns it the opposite direction when she pulls it down. And her umbrella is another way of showing Lucifer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's another form of the star of Lucifer. It's also if you take the 4 in the middle, that is used for the St. Hubertus Hunt Club. Let me see if I can just pull it up super quick. Google Images. Star of Lucifer. Star of Lucifer. Hang on one sec. Let me see. 1 second. There you go. If you look right over here, 8-pointed star of Lucifer, just put the umbrella in it yourself. That they use this 8-pointed star of Lucifer, and they also portray it as an umbrella. They do it all the time. That's why Rihanna did a song called Under My Umbrella. And then she says Ella. Ella. Ella is a word for God. So here you go. Back to the video. So she pops open her umbrella for the 8 points, turns it upside down. Now watch. There is the hive. Look right here. You see the hexagon? There is your hexagon. Also, here are the intersections of the right side up, upside down triangles. X marks the spot. They got it all in there. See the hive? Now, get ready.
2020.
Please, call me 2020.
2020. The second she says it, there's lightning. Look at her hair. Those are antenna. See the antenna on her hair? You couldn't even make or think this up. it's like I was like, this is a commercial. Should they have to pay me royalties for this? Look at her hair. It's an antenna. When he says 2020, watch the lightning. Hang on one sec.
Call me 2020.
Now they're crossing over the bridge. Look, guys, this is so symbolic. It's insane. I mean, it's literally everything I've been telling you. They're crossing over to the other side now. She got him over to the other side. He's out of the pit. He's going on a date, crossing over to the other side. Now take a look at that. Do you know what that is? That is a red bell pepper. It is not a habanero. I see habaneros. I've seen habaneros. That is not a habanero. That is a red bell pepper. Of course, she's wearing rose-colored glasses. So he's eating a red bell pepper. Equipment temporarily closed. X. Due to an unfortunate match between Satan and 2020, all gym equipment is currently unavailable for use. We're hopeful for more positive matches in the future. You couldn't even think this up. Okay, now they're running out. It's like they're having fun stealing all the toilet paper from the bathroom in 2020. Hashtag Kepler 1649C. See it right here? Okay, you see it's like it's a cityscape on the water. Okay, let me go do this real quick. Okay, here we go. Just one moment. There we go. So, what does the name Kepler mean? The maker of cloaks and hoods. What does the number mean? 1649. Rebuke, reproof, or refutation. The brand of conviction that rebukes the sin of double-mindedness. You know, like Cain and Abel. Right side up you, upside down you. Rebukes the sin of double-mindedness instead of single-mindedness. One source. You have two sources. Double-mindedness. Kepler, the maker of cloaks or hoods. Let me go back and show you this. The Bible says, I believe it's John 15. Hang on, let me go back here. Let me do this. KJV, search. John 15. Here we go, John 15. Jesus is saying, I am the true vine. Remember that I told you the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they persecuted me, they will persecute you. If they had kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But these things they will do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken to them, they had not sinned. Pay attention now, folks. But now they have no cloak for their sins. Kepler, maker of cloaks and hoods. Strong's, refutation, rebuke, reproof. The brand of conviction that rebukes the sin of double-mindedness because you wanted Satan's kingdom. Hashtag Kepler 169 or 1649. It is also a planet. Kepler 1649c. By the way, C, Abaddon, angel of the bottomless pit. An Earth-sized habitable zone planet hides in plain sight. So anyway, it's a planet NASA says is there that is habitable. So, do you think any of this is even close to remotely possible, what you're looking at? Especially after having Johnny drill into you. Oh no, there's a group of people walking around above ground. They look human, but they're really insects from the pit in host bodies attached to, and they're hunting you, and you are attached to your own little cell that's got a demon with an evil doppelganger straight up. Is that what I've been telling you? Here's a commercial with it. Literally, I'm surprised we didn't have a little convo before they did it, because I was like, what, did these guys go and grab all my stuff? It's insane. It gets better, so stay tuned. Now she's trying to drag him in like a girl trying to drag her boyfriend into somewhere. Look at this. So they're trying to drag him to a church. All are welcome. Now, to me, that looks like the Virgin right here. It could be a saint, but it it kind of looks like, well, obviously it's a Catholic church because of all the statues. All are welcome. I couldn't see the services. I couldn't really tell what time. It's maybe 9:30 and 11. Usually they're at 9. Most church services, by the way, that I've seen, and I've seen regularly, you'll see it says church service at 9 and 11. Isn't that weird that they picked those times for church services, 9 and 11? Huh. It's probably just a coincidence. Okay, so it's a dumpster fire, like the whole place is a dumpster fire where you're burning all the trash. Now he's gonna take a selfie with him and his girl. Gotcha? Watch. Oh, does he wink his eye? He does. He winks his eye. No. It's okay. So he's got his wink. Those who, oh, that's also in John chapter 10. That's also in John chapter 10. So let's go back to John chapter 10 right here, or John chapter 15. John chapter 15, it says, but this cometh to pass that what, oh, hang on, let me slow down. If I had not come and spoken to them, they had not sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin. The word Kepler means maker of cloaks and hoods. Okay, now, he that hateth me hateth my Father also. If I had not done among them the works none other man did, they had not sinned. But now they have seen and hated both me and my Father. Here it is. This cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in whose law? Their law. They are under the law. They hated me without cause. So he said, this cometh to pass that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without cause. What's he talking about? Where is it written in their law? They hated me without cause. It is written in Psalm 35:19. I believe Psalm 35:19. Ready? Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me. Neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause. Same wink. Yep, because this was his idea. This male-female thing is his idea. In heaven, there's neither male nor female. Male and female is the devil, Satan's idea. That's a way to get you trapped in an energy transference machine. Now you know what the earth is. Now you know what humanity really is. I'm showing it to you in a dating commercial. And then when I show you my testimony of what happened, y'all are going to freak. I freaked. Let's keep going. I just don't want this year to end. Now, I don't know. I think this is the Brooklyn Bridge. It's got the big X on it and another big X. I just don't want this year to end. But what's important about this scene is what's going to happen here is the bridge is going to get taken out by a huge comet. So there's no way back to where we came from. And by the way, I'm just going to say it. They're trying to change your DNA with the vaccine. That means human DNA will be forever changed from one thing to another. Like they call it human 2.0. 1.0 is up to this point, but then they want this vaccine to go to every single person that changes your DNA. What happens to the old human DNA? It's no longer. So you have a new human DNA from that point, no matter what. Mm-hmm.
Who would?
I just don't want this year to end.
Who would?
I just don't want this year to end. Who would? And look where the comment's heading for.
Who would?
See the big comment right here heading for the bridge? Boom, match. Okay, now watch 2020 go up in smoke. Okay, so now let me show you something. Let me show you something that is almost not even believable. I told you they're around you. They know, they're awake. The pit is awake all around you. I've been telling you that. Your ability to perceive them may not be as acute as what the Lord's given me. And sometimes I'm around them and don't know it. But I've been pretty good about when I'm in the presence and they're manifesting, it's very easy. Watch. Match made in hell. Let's look at this comment right here. The most beautiful thing about this commercial is that it's a true story, touching. That's correct. That's exactly right. It is a true story. Look at the reply. The most beautiful thing about this commercial is it's a true story, touching. And the saddest thing. How do you know that, Matt McClure? How do you know that, Denny Gregzales? What about this vinyl dude? Oh my God, that's a Wilhelm screen in the beginning, and he's laughing. Whoever orchestrated this is a capital G, God. Whoever orchestrated this is a capital G, God. Let's look at the two replies before. So this guy says, so anything with the Wilhelm screen is something you like. How about MLP? Doubt it. I'm a true Brawny, but I don't see you are. But I doubt you are. Look, I like my cupcakes with sprinkles and an MFing cherry on top. And he put a double cherry, and I'll show you where that goes to in just a second. But let's go to what a Wilhelm scream is. Does y'all know what a Wilhelm scream is? Let me show you. A Wilhelm scream. The Wilhelm scream is a stock sound effect. A stock sound effect is pre-recorded sound effect intended to be reused within an entertainment product as opposed to creating a new and unique sound effect. It is intended to work within a sound effect library. So a Wilhelm scream is a stock sound effect scream that has been used in a number of films and TV series. The scream is usually used when someone is shot or falls from a great height. See it? So the Wilhelm scream is used when someone falls from a great height. Oh my God, that's a Wilhelm scream in the beginning. Whoever orchestrated this commercial is a god. Here's the Wilhelm scream. So they know that all the sheep are in the little cells, and listen for the scream. That was the Wilhelm scream, the stock scream in an audio library. How would that guy know that, oh, it's a scream used when people fall from high heights? Oh, like angels falling into the flesh. And he's like, the guy must be a god that knows. How does the guy know about the double cherry? You know what the double cherry represents? He says he likes his cupcakes with sprinkles and an MFing cherry on top, right? Well, that's because they're alluding to Eve having her hymen broken by the serpent race and Adam at the same time. Double cherry. Let me show you. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Okay, Google Images. The Obey double cherry beanie. I put it in my stuff before. It's right there with their upside down sigil of Baphomet. Obey. Get it? That's their signal in the system. Obey. There it is. The double cherry beanie. Right there. Obey clothing line. So how would this guy know? Oh my God, that's a Wilhelm scream. What's a Wilhelm scream? Again, it's a stock scream used when someone falls from great heights. So the guy writing the comment, Vinyl Dude, says, I like my cupcakes. He's talking about sex with the girl with sprinkles and MFing cherry on top. And he puts a double cherry because that represents the fall, the 2-in-1. I mean, you couldn't even think up. Now, you know what? Watch this. You see this guy, Vinyl Dude? These are like these people that leave the threats for me. They have nothing. Nothing. Because they're all cowards and they all hide behind their little chicken something cloaks. Not afraid of y'all. None of you. So, think about what I just showed you. Think about the commercial and how you're literally looking at a commercial that's everything Jonathan Kleck's been telling you in a 1-minute commercial. Wow. Okay, so I'll get to that on the next video. I will get to a testimony that will absolutely blow your mind. I'll get to that on the next video. I don't want to do it all right now. It's a little too much, I think. That's the old Johnny. Yeah. All right, so I'll do that next video as a testimony, and you guys can just do what you want with it. But it's the way the Lord revealed to me, beginning to end. He's bookending everything for me. The end is coming quickly, guys. It's coming very quickly. Okay. His purpose was to make one new man from the two, thus making peace and not leaving you in this condition. All right, let's do a group hug. Everybody could probably use a really good hug right now. I know I could. Yeah. Okay, guys, I love you in Christ. It's going to be okay. The king is coming, the real king. Their king is coming too, though. That's a fact. Their king is coming. And it's coming quickly. All right. I love you guys in Christ. God bless. All right. All right, here we go. By the way, Chase, if you send me another letter, leave your phone number in it, bro. I don't know where it is. All right, bye.